Bring it out to what might happen with the economy and how SNAP might be an indicator about what's happening in the economy. In the 1980s, Dan, we had this extraordinary explosion of technology. It was really the technological revolution that was based on the freedom and the free market policies that were put in place by Ronald Reagan. Could we have the same kind of explosion that we had in the 1980s as a result of what Donald Trump is planning to do here?
We could, but let's also consider the dangerous interpretation of all this. What if what we're seeing in the market right now is a little bit of that old-fashioned irrational exuberance? And what if there is a bubble because of all the easy money policies that we've had from the Fed and other central banks?
But it's tightening, Dan. They say they're going to be raising rates.
Well, if we've had this much of a bubble and we've tightened a little bit, there might still be a lot of room for things to go down. And that's why I think Trump is playing a risky game when he's saying, look at the stock market, look at the stock market. That must mean that my policies are good. Well, what happens if there is a bit of a bubble? Not because Trump did something bad, but because we've had 8 years of easy money. So let's sit back
we should
and be
remind everybody, Melissa, that it was 18 months that Ronald Reagan had before the market began to take off, before the economy began to take off. It took 18 months before the tax cuts actually kicked in. So we may have a little pullback, as Dan was suggesting. But then it was Katie bar the door, and we had 7, 8, 9 years of solid growth.